Bonjour, gens de l'internet. I don't know how it takes so long to record these. My setup still isn't ideal. Oh, that's a big thing over there.
I guess I can't blame you for that.
Thank you, Ally, to not blame me for that. What? What? Okay, Okay, can you just stop? Is it like the Molduga in Breath of the Wild? Where we are safe on rocks? Oh, there's two. Okay, what do we have here? Behemoth. No, yeah, that's the one. The rock breaker, yeah. Okay, so weak to freeze, tear, weak to everything, weak to everything. So freeze and tear, bodies freeze, and they are big bad dudes. Freeze and what's tear? The claws. This is the sling blast, but okay, maybe this. No. Freeze. Tear. That's such a chaotic start. And to be honest, it's not going too well.
Good hit.
Oh my god. I really had to have two, right? From the start. Couldn't just ease into it. Give it. I'm going to die. Okay, I don't want to die, so let's just leave. Okay. Rough start. What was I saying? That I take way too much time to record.
Sorry to spoil your fun.
Then I'm dead. Okay. Doesn't matter. So, yeah, I take way too much time to record. My setup isn't done completely. But we are still going. Where we left off, we were with... oh, what's his name again? Silence. So we were with Silence, who asked us to basically do the main mission. It's been so long, man. Rockbreaker. Oh, those are the one we don't want.
Come on.
Oh, come on, no, I'm going that way. Yeah, so we disabled the focus network, I believe. Or part of it. Because ours still work. Anyway, the plan for today is keep going with the main mission. Yeah, so over there is more info about Elizabeth Sobek. And I'm all for it.
Easy, easy.
That hurt. Felt that one. Only a little blood.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Here comes a long leg.
Ready right now?
Palace. A bulwark of guard your might against the howling forbidden west.
Thanks for the pistol.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
I didn't
Get it while I can.
understand a thing. Okay, we'll go out. We'll go loot. Okay, but if they're friendly, am I going to a friendly place? I'm going to assume yes. Well, there's campfire, children running.
They can call it a ceasefire.
Couldn't be that bad. Hi, Mr.
I like the
Quizgiver.
idea of hiring mercenaries, but it's better than
Is that
running
not
amongst
you?
traitors.
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him.
Gotta leave.
He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
Who does Avad think he's fooling
Okay.
with this secret?
And that is sur la map. Okay, we can do that after. This is a ruin, right? Sunfall is the city. Okay. Okay, good.
Fire nonsense.
I'll keep the moon
Nothing
from
is
your brow.
forgiven.
Makes sense. One day, he had a little cough.
Hi, merch. Buy the free stuff, of course. And buy. We don't have much money. Okay, don't buy anything. Not right now. Is that dressing
The Sun Ring,
or taming?
a proud tradition of the culture.
It's not weakness in Meridian. At least.
Give them time. I'm sure they will listen. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy.
I'm all for it.
I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Card.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here. Filthy mercenary bottom feeders.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Cards are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
I heard Oklahavas is hiring cutthroats to weed out enemies and traitors. As to this ceasefire, perhaps we need a respite from violence, even if it is temporary.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law!
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
I'm intrigued.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the Sun Ring from on high.
Well, the Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
The balustrade.
eludes. Oh, I cannot drop that. I'll die. Talk about. Maybe not. Let's see. We have options. Didn't seem like it. Here, maybe? Would make sense. Oh, yeah. We're going down.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Huh. So are we in the endgame, though? I expected
I'm heading down.
some kind
I've
of
spent
menu
a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world.
saying,
Where
"Are
the
you sure?"
machines came from. How the old ones achieved
on.
such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you'll have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
Ah!
I underestimated you. Think by now
Now they know.
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one whisking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
He's an ass.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Snacks. I'd be down for snacks.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
ZD-01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Okay. I don't understand how, but okay.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
Indeed.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Or it was just wrong somehow.
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Hey, dude. Worry about that later. Come on.
Let this darken the sky.
Cut deep! The word of shadow! Ow, ow. I'm done! Am I done?
No, you're not done.
No more.
Okay,
This
I
is
don't
not a
wanna die.
warning. That hurt. Took a shot. Gonna make you
Come
pay
on.
for that. Let this pierce.
We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
I'll be right back.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast.
Oh,
Do
that
you
was
have
my theory.
any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
For anyone that ever worked in customer services, you know what that is. Okay, so do we have more of
CD02 data
Ellie?
intact. Initiating playback.
Oh, another cutscene.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake. Each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start.
Where's 80s?
We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world, and most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Holy shit.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life, for us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are.
It's not,
Maybe the answers lie ahead.
the process is not fully complete. Still in progress. You are on possession of information regarding the true nature of and purpose of Project Zero Dawn, classified far above top secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. No shit. There are 3 options available for you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. Participation, infinite detention, and medical... Oh shit! The information you have just received is understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may instead opt for participation or confinement. Be notified counselor, blah blah blah. Shit. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. Wow. You will be assigned a sub-project team based on the... You'll be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week. Yeah, that's kind of understandable given the stakes. And your communication with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time, of course. Upon successful completion of a project, you and your immediate family or 2% of your choosing will be transferred to the Elysium sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Okay. That's fucked up.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves they weren't cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation.
better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be, atonement.
$80 week work is...
Intruder! Get her!
So they woke up.
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Oh, thanks.
I'll survive!
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just let me focus.
Thing broke! Back! Can't take another! Blood!
Let this strike upon the Forsaken. Only a little blood.
Coming in! Get down!
Got that one.
Give me a gun. Oops.
Be it. Duck, okay?
Wow, I suck.
Not coming back from this one. Grant me victory. I'm hit. Might not make it.
Okay, can I have your weapon?
To destroy the unfaithful! Can't take another! Oh, son, guide this to my foe!
Fixed. Send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
One of the things I'll say is that I find it a bit annoying that whenever we have like exposition dump like this, there's always so much at the time. Like, can I just have one or two, but have them consistently throughout the game? Left up, left down, right. Left. Down. Left. What is upright? Well, it goes to over there, which seemed to still not work, and that is up, left, down, right, up, but we cannot touch them. Up. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Ooh, yellow. Okay, this is going strictly to the door, and this is going in the floor. to this door, which also doesn't work. Did it left, up, left, down, right? Ah. Left, up, left, down, right.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Does that work? No.
Found one. Looks intact.
And what was the yellow? Supply crate. Okay, good. Miss anything? Nope.
That should do the trick.
Okay, so up, left,
get that door
down, right, up. No mistake. Up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up. Why? Up, left, down, right. Ah, because it's upside down. Come on. Down, left, up, right, down. Down, left, up, right.
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Yeah, thanks, Captain Obvious. They don't notice a door open.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact. Handy.
We're under attack. I'm looking right
Oh,
at
come on.
Head down.
Let none escape the shadow.
Nope.
What was that?
Deal with them quickly.
You cannot escape our grasp.
Yeah, you think?
More! Don't let up
Okay,
now.
so far it's not bad. I mean, I still suck, but
The sun can't save you now.
we can manage.
You.
That's the last of them.
Area inaccessible. Elevators not.
Or not.
Hi. Stay in shadow. Night comes. You will perish. Push hard.
What else? Hi.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Can you stop
Hello,
being
I'm
that
Margot Shen,
condescending?
And this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except... Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, a Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
From Margot to Elizabeth. Wow, you weren't kidding about Gaia's prediction for animal morphologies. Also, okay. Sure, not totally unexpected given to natural terrain. Her boss would have. Okay, but I agree that there's just. But I agree that there's something deeper going on here. Her design aren't just functional; they feel almost like, well, tributes is a word that comes to mind. As though she's already mourning their loss, and not just for the disappearing fauna of our time, but the creature from the fossil record too. References to megafauna in some of their design. So cool. Well, whatever Gaia thinks up, Hephaestus will empower her to build it. I just wish we could still be around in a century or two to see what she makes. Okay, so all the robots we see are not the original ones. That's so weird.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. More Eclipse.
Careful now.
More Eclipse.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Yeah, I guess that would be nice. Oh, can I just sneak you in? Can I? Yeah. Should I use rocks?
Spotted.
Over here! It's her!
Ah, fuck that.
Here!
Oh, nice. You explode? Yes. Oh no! Come on. I should really mark them, that was really useful. And the bus has a gun.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the
Yeah, I
wellspring
don't
of
care.
knowledge for future generations. I am Samina El-Baji.
This'll help.
I'm sure it will. Okay. The order add a gun. What about him?
She's here.
Fuck.
Come on!
Come on yourself.
That's the last of them. Along once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
There's loot. You want loot? Yeah, probably upstairs. Is there something downstairs though? Or just our way out? Yeah, I'm so lost. Okay, objective is that way, so go there. Oh, there's nothing.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just Plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do. Which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal.
It
So welcome
seemed
to Hades.
so wrong.
Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Am I really supposed to kill an extinction protocol without death metal to inspire me? No, I don't think so. The rest was pointless. Oh, Hades protocol. Okay, date here. Just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figure out Goldilocks solution to Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10-12 hours at dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed fell in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard, and it degraded the Gaia's core. Sure, it peeled her figurative finger off the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her finger, sometime her arm too, so that couldn't fly. Yeah, everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done its business. So I had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse from the where. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulation after simulation, Hades will take command of the terraforming system and reverse operation, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly reversing process and falsifying telemetry to hide interference. Sneaky. I swear ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out, just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a predictive code shell, preventing its integrity. Then unseat it from command position so Alice can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it will work. Yeah, those blues are plenty strong. Guess it's time to sleep and bed. I'll back it tomorrow. Adios. So So, 80s never finished the job. So Gaia's still waiting. Am I right?
Looks like the only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances. But, as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Oh, I thought he was German. Si vous êtes prêts is French. There's so much stuff. That is what I was talking about earlier. Like, it's exposition and exposition and exposition. That I feel that that's too much for Let's Play. Okay, from Patrick Bouchard-Klein. Well, Bouchard is French and Klein, I feel, is German. The ethnogenic chamber arrived 2 days ago. I spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentations. They're a revelation astonishing. I don't know what you had to give Far Zenith in trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcoming. The risk of ECMO resolved. Nutrition delivery resolved. Hormonal stability resolved. 12 other risk areas resolved. Before examining those chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand. But if there's rest of FZ's technology, is that this level, well, a human colony around Cyrus doesn't seem so impossible after all. Oh! Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours, then get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours. PBK. Okay, I've been recording for nearly 2 hours, and I think I will stop here for right now. I don't know if this will be 1 episode or 2 episodes, so I will come back, I think, tomorrow to record the rest and then edit everything. So yeah, well, see you next time. If not, let's continue see what the actual ending of the game is, because I really think that this is the actual ending of the game. Anyway, au revoir tout le monde, see you later.